First off, again, Phantom, I do apologize that I brought you a part of this, but at the same time, it's nice to actually get a little bit of extra guns here.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and say a piece.
Now, Queens of the Jungle, I heard what you had to say. I know Big Boss heard what you said, but let us respond with a little something that we gotta say. Izzy, you bring up the fact about Falcon, you bring up the fact of him beating me, about me being jealous, me strutting around the place, about being an 11-time champion and being a 15-time tag team champion. Izzy, I'm gonna tell you this right now. To me, I'm at the point in my career where I want to help bring on the next generation. That's why I started the Tiger's Den. And if I knew you were gonna pull that stunt with going to the Tiger's Den, I should not give you that spare key. And that is my fault that I gave you that. But for the fact of you trying to stir the pot and saying that, oh, you just care about yourself. Really? I put on a banger of a matchup at World's End against Falcon, and Falcon beat me fair and square. And now Falcon's doing his own thing and trying to figure out what he's got to do. And I'm not jealous of you that you got to be booked twice, that you're in the ladder match with me and Phantom, and Aiden, and Banshee, and Jenny. I'm not jealous at all. I'm proud of you. But the thing is, Izzy, is will you be 100%? Is the question. Because you see, in that matchup is very dangerous. You said it for yourself. I'm a 3-time briefcase holder. This could be number 4. But again, not only do I have to deal with you, I gotta deal with Banshee, I gotta deal with Jenny, and hell, I gotta deal with Big Boss here, and I gotta deal with the Junkyard Dog. But Izzy, whatever happens to this matchup, I want you to know, please, for the love of God, I'm doing this out of love. And try to actually knock some sense into you that mom and dad should have done. And now Malin, I'm happy with what Izzy's been doing, but you got something a little bit wrong right now. You see, it's not my DeadShot gang, it's his DeadShot gang. It's Phantom's. Because you see, I'm not trying to be the leader, I'm not second in command, I'm just a brother. And you know what? Hey boss, big boss, why don't you take this over? You take this because right now I'm getting really sick and tired of trying to be big brother right now to her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry. I got it. I got it from here. I'm an older sibling, older of 3. You already know my siblings. You know the kind of shit I put up with, so I got it. How about this? You go in the ring, run the ropes a little bit, maybe try to cool off, try to work through it. I'll get in there later. We'll start some ground game or something to pass the time, all right? Just yeah, yeah, don't worry about it. So, Malin Lee, the Red Panda. I've seen your work on GCA. Honestly, you're pretty impressive in that ring, I'm not gonna lie. But I think we both know we're not really supposed to be in this whole thing. I mean, hell, as far as I knew, I was supposed to just have the ladder match and call it a night. So you can imagine my surprise when, in the middle of a show, phone goes off, I look at it, and suddenly I'm included in a tag match on that same night. That's going to be something we talk about a little bit behind the scenes, but you can imagine my surprise. But, like Brad said, it's one thing you got wrong about the DeadShot gang, and that's who runs it, who the leader of the group is. Keep in mind, I started the group when it was just a subsect of the Bullet Club. I chose the first 2 members, and granted, while I've been a little bit silent recently, that doesn't mean that my orders have been non-existent. That doesn't mean suddenly the power vacuum has been created and suddenly the balance has shifted. No, that's not how that works. I know we're all wrestling fans, but let's not try to prove the crap writers who think none of us can remember anything right. By the way, congratulations. You're truly ready to be your own self. Can we roll credits on Turning Red yet, or do we still have a few more extra minutes in that movie? And I guess from there, I move on to Isabella Tigress. Oh, I've seen your matches too. Honestly, I remember your name came up for the recruitments of the DeadShot gang when we were thinking about trying to get a women's member. But, plans change, things shift. You know how it is here. And honestly, this is a sibling rivalry I know nothing about, but I can make an educated guess. An inference based on my own experience. It's a matter of proving who is better. Like if Dipper and Mabel Pines laced up a pair of gloves and decided to throw them. I just have one thing to say to you that I think would do you a little bit well. You said you're going to be busting our asses. Yeah, no, I don't think me and Brad are going to need a wake-up call for it. You two are a relatively fresh tag team. Yes, the Queens of the Jungle name has been going for 3 whole different partners, but you two relatively new on the block. Me and Brad, we've been working together for over a year, almost 2 now. We're a group, 2 brothers that have went to war for each other, and you think we got nothing compared to a sisterhood? You can keep your sisterhood. What the DeadShot gang is a round table. And last time I checked, the Knights don't try to put a sword in Arthur's back when he ain't looking, so compare your relationship. You two have the dragon and a tiger banging at your door looking to cause some chaos. This ain't nothing. This is probably one of the biggest challenges you've had. Because I'm not sure if you've been paying attention. The DeadShot gang has been running roughshod over a lot of the federations we've been on. ANW, IWWTV, CSW, hell. Even though we aren't on the same side, some of us are doing some good work on DKW. Already going for titles there. We've brought titles, we've brought bodies, we've brought action. We're probably one of the longest established groups on this roster currently. And granted, while I'm in a bit of an awkward spot, fighting one sibling with the other right behind me, one twin in front of me, one twin behind me, I'm going to be honest, this sounds like the start to some weird little joke, but I'm not going to make it. I was asked by my DeadShot brother to have his back. And as the big brother of the DeadShot gang, the big boss, when your little sibling asks you for a favor, as the older sibling, you're expected to make some moves. You're expected to get up out of your comfort zone, do what you gotta do, because that's what it is. Self-sacrifice, biggest thing that the older sibling does for the younger. So at the end of the day, that's just how it is. And I'm never disappointed when I'm called on. So with that all said, yo, Brad, got anything else to say, or should I send him home?
Just a little quick on. Whew. There's a little bit of things you kind of messed up for it, big boss, but I got you. But yes, you get the final one. No disrespect. Anyways, the point being, Queens, is we are ready to try to come at you guys. You guys need to protect that castle with everything you have. Like what Phantom said, a tiger and a dragon are coming for you. And you see, yes, there has been a lot of different combinations of the DeadShot gang. Hell, it could have been me and Brad Osborne. I could have picked Brad Osborne. I could have picked Bulldozer. I could have picked Kenta. But I picked Phantom because I trust Phantom. And I'm glad that he has my back. And hell, Phantom could have said no. He could have wanted to tagged up with Brad Osborne, teamed up with Bulldozer, or team up with Kenta. It doesn't matter for it. Because you see, any combination of the DeadShot gang, we destroy. Because if I remember correctly, and Phantom, you can correct me with this too. I don't know if you checked out Queens, but did you remember Did you remember seeing Global Grudge when the Deadshot gang, when Phantom and Bulldozer took on the House of Vegas? Yeah, they may have lost, but guess what? They showed why the Deadshot gang what is. And if you don't remember, technically this is the second time that me and Phantom are tag teaming, because the last time that we were in a tag team match, we beat Joe Homer and Tommaso Ciampa. And how did we do that again? Oh, that's right. Click, click, boom. We put him down, and Phantom got the pin. And right now, you're looking at a cool version of it. You see, like Phantom said, there's subdivisions of the Bullet Club. You see, there's also sub teams within the Deadshot Gang. Hell, Brad Osborne and I, we're Jungle Warfare. Bulldozer and I, that's the Heaven's Angels there. But right now, when you're looking at Phantom and Bradley Ralph, you're looking at Blue Dragon. Because you see, you got the Kyle O'Reilly and you got the Bobby Fish in here, and we will do everything we can to beat your asses. And you guys will feel chasing the dragon. Because if not, when it's all said and done, we're going to make you guys dance away. Give it to him, Big Boss.
So Malin Lee and Isabella too. We got 3 sounds that you'll dread to hear soon. They go click, click, boom.